on what do you base your judgments? Because you make judgments about things, better or worse, say. Well, how? How do you come up with that ability? How does that emerge? And on what basis do you make the judgments? There's a famous ruling on pornography that I believe the Supreme Court of the United States laid down, and one of the justices wrote something that's become infamous or famous depending on how you look at it. He said, well, I can't define pornography, but I know it when I see it. And that's a notion of the incomplete ability of the representational system to represent the contents of implicit perception or the procedural system. You can know that you know something, but that doesn't mean you can describe why. It doesn't mean you can describe how you know it. And you don't. How do you focus your eyes? Like, you don't know how you focus your eyes. You just focus them, you know. How do you smile? Like this. Well, maybe less ugly, but, you know, you can't describe how you do it. You can't describe the musculature. You can represent the output of the act, and you can do it, but you can't represent it. And you're just stuffed full of skills like that, which is another example of the way that you're way more complicated than your understanding of you. You know, one of the things people often ask is, how can we use the rat as a model of a person? Because, like, you know, a rat's not much of a person, depending, of course, on the person. But the real answer to that is, well, compared to what? Like, compared to your understanding of a person, a rat is an excellent model of a person. So it's not as good a model of a person as a person is, but compared to imagination, let's say, it's incomparably better. And, you know, that's because we share, like, I don't know what, 98% of our genes or some damn thing with rats. It's like, it's really up. I think we share 90% of our genes with yeast, for God's sake. You know, and so we're a lot more rat-like than yeast-like. So, and I think with chimps, it's over 99%, you know. So it's not a bad model. Obviously, it's not perfect, but it always depends on what you compare it to. You know, and you hear animal rights activists say things like, well, we can replace that with computer simulations. It's like, no, we can't, because you can't simulate what you don't know, or at least not very well. So that's a silly idea. You know, even though they have a point, it's not so great to torture animals to death and all that, but